Good morning. Welcome down to Devonkoi Pond. Well, an absolutely bloody glorious morning. Easter bank holiday. What can you say? This is Saturday. Yesterday was okay, but not going to be as nice as today, I don't think. Now today's going to be far better. Quick go on the solar. Been absolutely flying in. It got turned on and commissioned on the 15th. Since the 15th, the house has been, I won't say off grid, but we've barely used anything from the grid. The only time we've used anything from the grid is when I've hit the shower in there, electric shower. When I've turned that one on, it'll only pull 3.5, 3.6 maximum from the grid. If there isn't enough solar on top of that to make it up to the amount that it needs, it pulls some from the grid. But other than that, and our indoors putting the washing machine and tumble dryer on at the same time, which takes it over 3.6. Anything up to 3.6 it's well happy. So 3.6 kilowatts. Otherwise it'll pull a bit from the grid. I think in that total time, it's just over 2 weeks. I think we've actually only used 2 kilowatts worth, so under 60 pence worth of electric. The pisser with the electric, of course, being a standing daily charge. But there, I know I'm way over 50 quid saved already in 2 weeks. What can I say? Bloody works. Right, beautiful down here today. Look at it. I won't say no clouds in the sky because there's the odd one or two, but it's that time of year. I'll wiki over a minute. I'm going to take the answer out the VORTEX. I'm going to put the answer back in the VORTEX for moving into summer mode. So that means using more electric on the pond, which is fine now. So we've got all this coming in. The pond solar as well. Fantastic. So I'll wiki over to that a minute. We'll have a look at that. Okie dokie. So those of you a bit unfamiliar with my setup here, this is my first filter, VORTEX, and it's time to put the answer back in. So I'll drop you back on out of the way a minute. I'll pull out this top pipe, stick the answer back in. As you can see, bits in there still get into that pipe, but a lot of it falls out to the bottom of the VORTEX. But this takes majority of it. Right, rest of it's taken out by the upflow filter at this point, but if I get the answer filter on here, even less to get through. And you can actually see the bits going down there now. So that fine stuff just in the VORTEX, it'll still end up in there, but that's what the answer is for. So let's get it spinning a minute. I'll get the cover over it. You can see what happens. Yeah, forgot. Well, I forgot, might as well show you it spinning. So there it is spinning. Backwash blowing against the screen. Get the lid on, and we are cooking. Rightio. Back in summertime mode. Screen really needs a clean. Should have given it a steam clean, but that can wait until next week. I'll go a week or more before it needs good blast off. Once a steam cleaning, maybe get the steam cleaner out on it next time. Alright. So, just got to get up, uncover this. I've just starved them this morning. Put the food in, then started doing all this big mistake. Just sticking around. The water level's really high at the moment as well. We had some rain yesterday. Alright. Get these covers off and just rest it against the fence for now. Okay, so there, that's the answer back in. That one spins around. That one, I tend to keep the wattage down on that one. About 40 watts runs that one at its worst scenario. At its best scenario, it's going at its lowest speed. I think it's using about 28 or 30 watts. But peak of the summer with all the feeding, it needs 40 watts to spin and keep the screen clean. Plus every sort of fortnight I need to take the screen out and give it a good blasting because it mucks up, catches too finer stuff in it that the backwash won't get out. But other than that, that works a treat. That does me virtual drum filter down here, and of course a lot cheaper, and if anything goes wrong with it, it's just the pump that's on it, so it's just replaced with another bloody pump. I fed the fish, as you can see, just before I started playing around with this. But I'm going to take the sheets and bars off a minute and expose the little blighters. I've had the UV light on now for a couple of days. Water was okay, but the fact I'm going to uncover it and the increase in sunlight, I've put the UV light on. Hasn't been on since middle of last summer, and then it was on once a week for maybe a day, half a day. That was it. But I've got that one back on. I'm expecting a blanket weed blowout in the pond once the covers are off, so I'll get myself in some I don't think I'm going to go with the blanket answer this time. I might go with the clover leaf stuff. I'm not 100% sure now. What do you lot think? Which one do you rate is the best? I don't want to end up with that black slime all around the pond. I might already have it because I used the stuff last year, and that tends to do it, but I think I might go for the clover leaf stuff. That messes the water up for a day, but and again, don't seem to end up with the black stuff around the pond. Let's get these covers off a minute and have a look at the pond. Oh, summertime. Load of fish food here they haven't eaten because I've spooked them, but there, let's get these covers off. Okay, there we go, that's that. Just going to pile it down behind the shed. But I've spooked the fish enough this morning. My fish, they aren't as friendly as a lot of people's. They will come up when you first feed them, but with the banging and pulling that around here this morning, that will spook them, so I'll probably end up hooking most of this food out in a minute, because they won't touch it now. Been in there too long and I've spooked them. But there, that's it uncovered. I'll get the cover off the veg in a bit. I'll stick that little clip in here as well. Might do that today, might do it tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. But that's got to come off. So let's stick that little bit in here a minute. Right, let's get this cover off the veg filter. Okay. And here's the veg, all uncovered. I've actually lost the bloody sun now, marvellous, but there, it's a bank holiday weekend, so what do you expect? But, I'm going to have to get on this woodwork this year. It's a good power washing off and all repainting. I was going to do it last year, but with the gallbladder episode last year, didn't feel up to it. But, got the skimmer going nearly full bore at the moment. I'll run the filters all day at that. Give the pond a good blast through all the pipework. Right. You can see that moss. It is everywhere here. Huge thick carpet of it. It's growing over everything. Need to have a look at the media and those baskets at the back there, the mountain tree stuff. Need to have a look at that. See how that's doing. Because as you know, I run mine submerged in water. In the next episode we'll have a look at that. Right, back over to the step. Catch you all a bit later. Bye for now. So, okay, there you go. If I got it right, that was the bit, the uncovering the veg filter, and I did do it. So that's all off, so we're all here in summer mode. I've got to fire the skimmer up yet. Skimmer hasn't been running since end of summer last year again. Skimmer's been off, just don't need it. Covers are off, not fussed if there's a little bit of debris floating around on the top. We need to get the skimmer back up and running. Make sure that pump's okay. I'll pull the pump apart before and have a look at the impeller, make sure it spins before I fire it up. But I've clicked it a few times through the winter, just run it up for a minute or two here or there because there's water sitting in the pipes. So I have spun that one. So I know it'll go, but have a look at the impeller before I fire it up for its summer use. Right, So, summer 2024 at a koi pond then. Don't think there'll be much in the filter changes this year. I'm quite happy with it as it is. No problems with the fish at the moment. I know a lot of people coming out of winter seem to be having problems. Me down here, I must be just bloody dead lucky because I don't seem to get these problems, but I'm not whizzing fish, new fish in and out the pond all the time. There hasn't been a new fish in the pond since I built this one 2018. I haven't had a new fish in the pond. I've got some babies in there that were born here, but they were in the same water obviously, weren't they? But no, I've not had a problem. Just the odd wound, knock and bang that I've had to treat for. That's it. Right, that said, have a good look over your own fish as you come into summer. This is when the problems grow, so I will be keeping an eye on them. Any problems, I'll be straight on top and I will let you know. Right, from me down here in sunny Devon, I'll catch you all later in another one. Bye for now.